This is Andreas Pop Culture Guy. Today it's the latest Andreas Pop Culture Retrospective and review, and today it's on Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the fourth entry in the Tom Cruise International Spy series. It is a efficient and effective thriller. Tom Cruise is back as Ethan Hunt, slashing smoothly out of the poster for the latest incurable Mission Impossible keeper, directed by Brad Bird of Pixar's fame, The Incredibles, and Ratatouille. He is Ethan Hunt, the leader of the International Missions Forces, or IMF, very tough, fiercely focused, and unfusibly buff for this age of Tom Cruise back in 2011, like around 49. He must now leave his crew in disguise and disgrace in the shadows because they have repeatedly forewarned in his mission briefly. As come to pass, his team has been disowned by the US government and has invoked something a protocol called Ghost Protocol, hence the title Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. They have been stitched up for a bombing at the Kremlin of Russia, and they're now on their own. We need to restore their good name in the action adventure community and unrated recapture a nuclear uh, activation site invented by a crazy terrorist intent on Armageddon. The fourth movie in the MI series is the top favorite forever, for good reasons. For me, it sits comfortably at my ranking of number three after Rogue Nation and Foreigners. What makes this movie work well, unlike its previous entry, it doesn't ape the promise or Travel's fairies operatic style or Avery's more workman-like approach. Third, Redford favors a fluid, careful, composed style that understands that stillness and silence can be effective as kinetism. The Claimant bombing aside, there's a welcome addition of excess techniques here. The second year director by Dan Bradley and stunt player Greg Simmons and fact collector Robert Alonso merit the special mention for their top class, while returning composer Michael Jenkins, who cameo aliens and Bird prior to his involvement with the franchise, once again supplies a jazzy riff on the classic theme of the film. The movie's biggest sequence, the Verge classic, is one of the most spellbinding scenes in any film in cinema ever. That's why a lot of people love this movie, because of that sequence. In a way, it sets up and photographed and ended so well, it provided me my vertical with hearing fascination. It is so big and tall. I can't believe they even did that. It really has other accomplished set pieces as well. It opens with Ethan Hunt right out from a Russian prison. Really nice and funny at the same time, with the reintroduction of Benji, played by Sam Penn. There is a static fight scene inside a space age parking lot, which is also really cool, where the movie steals platforms, raise and lower cars, and the fighters jump from one level to another. Of course, the protagonist and the antagonist of the film. There's a clear scene in the vaults of the Clement archives in which the virtual reality illusion is used to full regard, which is really funny and neat. And a scene at the fancy uh, Bondi party in which Indian star Elaine Cooper thinks he's seducing a MIT member Jane, and but instead, vice versa, she's seducing him to get the codes. Same time, I think with the newer characters and the pre-existing characters, I think AJ and Jane are the best ones in this film. They're joined by the mission mates Brennan, played by Jeremy Renner, and, as I mentioned before, Benji, played by Simon Pegg once again after being introduced in MI3. In an attempt to follow the man named Hendrix, aka Cobalt, played by Michael Nicholas, the actor that played the main villain in the first John Wick, who has gained control of a satellite and the possession of the Russian nuclear codes, and wants to start a nuclear war. His reason, as much as I understand it, so that lights on Earth be annihilated once in a while, so it can be fresh start. Crazy. But Hendrix is impatient, waiting for a big asteroid to come along like that. So he's using nuclear weapons for that. main goal. And lastly, to just wrap up, the movie benefits greatly from the well-defined performance of the Mitch Buffington. Cruz, as always, is great in this. Hurrying from the death of his wife, her in the third and ninth picture. She will come back soon in the next two pictures. In this case, Fallout is played a likable man on the shell, who say, an infinite courage, where Simon Pegg, played by Simon Pegg, plays Banshee with his owl face and demeanor is funny as Banshee, but the community is as one of those guys who can walk into the British cafe with a laptop and instantly grab control of the elevators and security cameras. Polly Penton is appealing as Jane, the other MIF agent, combines sweet seconds, or seconds with Mitch's hand-to-hand combat technician, and Jerry Ritter and this in the new cast member for this role and coming back in Rogue Nation as Baron, entering the plot late as analysis for the invite secretary is revealed to have a great many extra analytic skills and has a potential connection with Ethan. Overall, I think Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol is a fantastic film, one of the best in the MI franchise. Number two for me after Rogue Nation 4 out of 1. So highly recommend it. Check it out, folks. And as always, I'll see you guys soon.